Now we are going to be starting our class now. Since I think everyone is on board now. For those who are interested in this, so we have a lot of things that we have to talk about over here, but on this case, when it comes to beginners class, because I'll not be having all the time maybe to teach you everything about trading over here. So in this thing, I'm just going to be giving you the guide from the start of the forex trading, what you just need, the differences up to the guide to the top, so that anytime maybe you are learning something, you can just know what you have to learn and kile unahitaji kusoma pale and what you have to go through, so that you can just be having something very interesting. So this is like the summary of full things about the forex trading. So if you maybe you have a notebook over there, because that is one of the things that you have to be having as a trader, so that is very important, because you're just going to be writing this and we're just going to be going through. I hope 1 hour will just be enough for this. So you are going to be writing on this. Now when we talk about the forex trading, we are talking about something that is interesting and not crypto trading. We have different of this. So I'm going to start with the summary over here of what we expect. Hope maybe people are going to understand this. This is as this is just like a summary to help you know everything about the forex trading, because we will be coming with other topics. Okay, join the Thursday classes. We just join Thursday classes. We'll be discussing different topics over there on those Thursdays. Okay, now but for this today beginners class, I'm going to be taking you through the full summary, just like a summary full of where you're just going to be starting on this. Now let me just bring differences, because this is a beginner's class. I don't know who have attended this class, and let me just give you a brief summary of what is forex trading and what we expect maybe to the end. So many people actually call me, maybe for those people we have discussed maybe on the WhatsApp, there are some people who think that forex is investment, other think is business, other think is a quick way of making money. And sometimes when people lose money on the forex, they disappear. Some of them will just give assignment maybe to learn, then disappear, and that is crazy, because how we the perception of how we think about the forex, is actually different in different minds of people, and that is maybe what we lack as beginners, and it's quite challenging, you know. Now let me explain this. So when we talk about the forex trading, before we just go to the summary of what we need, let me explain this so that you can just understand utoke kwa your darkness. When we talk about the forex trading, first of all, this is different from the rest. Forex trading is different from crypto, is different from the binary trading and all that. Let me just give you a summary of the 4 types of trading. There are 4 types of trading in the forex market, and the reason I'm going to tell you this is because it's very important to come out and note this, so that it can just give you this difference. Itakusaidia sana over there, because there are some people who use bots, there are some people, so you can know what you are dealing with anytime you just go into the forex trading. Now when we come to trading, let me just bring this into summary. When we come to trading, let me explain this. So we have different ways of trading over here. For example, we have something we call binary trading. Okay, this is just a summary. We have forex trading, you know, we have forex trading, and we have crypto trading. So all these 3 are different things. Hizi vitu ni tatu, but they are different things. Okay, but kuna watu wengine hiyo I don't want to mention the other. These are the main one. Hizo zingine ni scam. Okay, so we have something like trading. We have binary trading, forex trading, and crypto trading. Let me first explain all this. When it comes to binary trading, binary, as I said, buy means to, you know, when you talk about buy, sometimes we talk about 2 things twice. Okay, search on the Google, you see buy means what, and you see something like twice, or something like that. So on the binary trading, hizo ndio unaonanga watu wanani TikTok huko discussing about this bot, the rise and the fall market. So that is binary trading. This is binary trading where they actually trade when the market up or down, where they trade numbers, all those things. Okay, when we talk about the forex trading, this is what we are talking about, where we have forex, where we have foreign exchange. This is where now we do over here, like trading of euro USDs, trading of bonds over here. So this is what we just deal over here. So forex trading is what we going to talk about in this topic. Crypto trading is another different world where we can talk about crypto. Crypto is, these are the currencies that are actually, you have heard something like Bitcoin, you know, this platform now you can trade them on the crypto exchange platform, but still you can trade on FXPesa through NTFs. Okay, so yeah, I think you can also trade on crypto, but you can also only trade Bitcoin to US dollar, something like that. As you can see on the crypto side over here, you can trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, all those are crypto. You can, that is the type of trading. So that is different from the others. So that means we have now 3 months of trading. All these binary trading, forex trading, and crypto trading. Now, when persons ask you what do you do, over here we talk about forex trading and not binary trading and not crypto trading. So all those are 3 different things that you have to understand is a different world. How they are handled, how they are traded is different from everything. So how you trade all those things is different. How you handle their platform is different. Everything over here. So for us, we're just going to be talking about the forex trading, which is more interesting than all the other ones. So because we have a lot of reasons that support that forex is good than the crypto, than the forex trading. Okay. Now let's start over here about the forex trading. As we have said about the forex trading, hapa tuko sasa. I'm going fast, don't worry. I'm just going to give you the summary. That is why I'm just wanted before tukuja kwa forex trading, nimeanza kudefine tuko na mode 3 za trading ambayo ni hizo 3, and then now we come to the forex trading that we have over here. Okay, that is, now we have forex trading around this area. Now sometimes you can just be asking yourself about the forex, who can do forex ilitoka wapi? So that is a very different history, because when we talk about the crypto actually was invented, and it was Bitcoin actually is when crypto started 2008, and Bitcoin was launched 2008 there, 2009. And you can see crypto started at those time 2008 over there. But when you talk about the forex trading, it started way back. Okay, decades of years, hundreds of years ago, so long time. So forex trading has been there, and binary trading is something I think it has been here. Imekuwa tu hapa, imekuja juicy, and that's why you see people are talking about it on TikTok so many times. And when you talk about binary trading, is actually different. Binary trading is different. The reason the binary trading is different is because sometimes it just look like betting. I don't want to go to that, but somehow looks like the betting, so you never want to go with that. Okay, let me check something. Now, as you can see, first I'm just want to build the foundation of where we are going before we start with the summary. At least you just be understanding what you're just going to be talking about here. At least now maybe you'll be having, at least it's also maybe you have that, what is forex, why forex, all those things. Maybe you just be, kuna mtu nataka kutumia link. Oh, it's not online. Okay, we are here now. Okay, so that is forex trading. Okay, now when we talk about forex trading, now we have talked about foreign exchange. That's where this name come from, you know, foreign exchange trading. And that's why you can exchange currencies, you can trade gold, you can trade all those things. Okay, now let me give you a summary of what we expect in the forex trading, and then at the end of it, maybe if the time allows, we can just discuss something different kidogo about it. Okay, now we have number one. When we start forex trading, you have to understand what is forex trading. Hapo sasa unaelewa forex trading ni nini, what does it deal with, and all that. And then the next thing that you have to understand on the forex market before anything else, okay, is after you understand what is forex now, you'll now be knowing where you're just going to be, what you're just going to be doing, and you will actually be understanding that you'll be having a lot of time, a lot of things to learn. So you just keep, kama wewe ni mtu unajua you're not you don't have time to learn, you are not there to stay long, so that's why you have to understand what is needed in the forex, why the forex trading and not binary, why not crypto. So you have to understand that first. That's why understanding these things is very good than anything else first. So you have to understand the forex trading and kidogo. I'm done with that. So that's why you have to understand that, so that you can know the time that you actually need to dedicate yourself to learn these things. So forex trading, that is what you just have to know over that. But to explain what you expect now, the next thing that you have to be learning over here is actually you have to learn different currencies over here. You have to learn the things that actually you're going to be trading over here. For example, in the forex trading, you can just they are clarified in different categories over here. Like you have to understand these different concepts over here. Like in forex trading, you can trade what we call forex, foreign currencies. You can trade like foreign currencies, and foreign currencies here we have something like euro, euro, USD. Okay, you have to understand foreign currencies. You understand is in this signs. You understand USD is US dollar. You understand all this Swiss franc, Japanese yen. All this you have to understand them. And now after understanding these things, you have now to have what we call now how to okay, we have these currencies over here. We have this is JPY, Swiss franc. Now you have that concept of what is this currencies over here. Now the next thing that you just been doing over here is now to combinations. You have to know these combinations. For example, we have euro, USD around here, this area. So you have to know different combinations first of all before you just do anything else. For example, when you were starting on the trading in the forex market, umeelewa hizi vitu, you have understood this thing that euro, USD in the market, unajua sasa I'll be dealing with this. So Apple, those are foreign currencies. So these are the foreign currencies that we have now here. Okay, so we have different combinations over here. Like you can trade Swiss franc, JPY. So there are a lot of things that you can learn over here, what we call pairs, and that's why this topic come over here. When you talk about foreign currencies over here, you have to understand them in a very deep way. Like you have to understand if this is Swiss franc, how it is written, JPY, this is it. And after this combination, you have to know this is what we call a pair. Those ones we call this pair, like we call this pair. After calling these pairs over here, what is this? So assume now you have something like yes, you have something like CHF, we have JPY over here. What is the name of this? Okay, for example, we have here the base currency, we have the the quote, we have the quote currency. So those are the things that you have to understand. Those are the minor things over here that you have to understand as a beginner. So we have foreign currencies that you can just trade over here, and we have number 2, you can have a lot of things. So we have also the commodities. Okay, we can have commodities. I just want to mention this so that you can just understand how you have to be understanding this. Okay, what you can trade in the forex market. So you can you know now you can trade foreign currencies, you can trade commodities. Here you have something on the commodities. You can trade something like oil, or you can trade something like UK oil. You know how they are written. First of all, we said you have to understand the symbols. Symbols is what you just have, so that when you go to the market, after understanding what are these, you just familiarize with them, and then you just understand. We have like US oil that is written like this, you know, those are oil. We have something like precious metals, precious metals like gold. You know, some people just be, what is the symbol of the gold? Remember where we started, the symbols, you have to know that, and after that you have to know all these. So when you just know that the gold lies under commodities and precious metals, you just be doing that. So gold is a commodity lying under the precious metal. We have the silver, you know, gold. You have to know the symbols for these. You have to know something like the silver. So you have a lot of time to learn all this. So you can go to the market and then try to learn things just like this. So those are just the examples, because we have foreign currencies, we have commodities, we have indices. You know, you have indices that you can try to learn over there. We have stock market. You know, we have stock market. You know, you can trade KBC in the local market. You can trade Tesla. You can trade Facebook. You can trade Netflix. You have to understand all those things over there in the market. Okay, so that is the first thing that you have to understand. So you can understand what are you expecting to be trading on the forex market, symbols, what you expect to be trading on the forex market. Now the reason I like just repeating, so that we can just connect of where we started. After learning what is forex, what does it deal with, then you have to know what you're going to be dealing on that forex market. And that's why we are saying we can trade all these things in the forex market, and that is just going to be a very easy things for you over there. Okay, the next things now, it comes to this one. I'm just going to draw something here, a summary of what you just have to do. So that is just a quick one. Let me just draw a block over here of what is forex and how it just goes. So I'm going to draw this block here. So this is block. Okay, sometimes maybe I told you to register to FXPesa. Let's say this is FXPesa. I just told you to register over here. Okay, so this is FXPesa over here. Okay, now you have understand what is forex trading and what you expect over there. Now this is FXPesa. Now you have an FXPesa account. It is approved account. What do you do with it? What is the purpose of FXPesa and the work you expect to do over there? So this is what we're just going to be talking about over here. Now what you're going to do over here is that you have FXPesa over here. Now for you to trade on the forex market, you need something we call a broker. You know, let me explain first of all the simple rule, simple thing about the FXPesa, so that you can just understand. So something about the FXPesa over here is what we call FXPesa is what we call mtu wa katikati. Unaona, mtu wa katikati wa kukusaidia. It's like how, let me just give you an example. Let's say you just want to bet a match that is between Man U and Man City. So what do? For you to bet that one, you need a mediator. You need a company that will just help you with those odds, so that you can place into the market. Okay, so it's the same thing. The way you just go and maybe open a FXPesa account, and then you trade over there, and then you withdraw. I'm not saying the brokers are betting site, but it's almost the same thing, because it just helps you to place your trade. It helps you to connect you with the international market with your local currency. Umeingia hapo, deposit your local currency, Kenya shillings, it just get converted to dollar, and then you can now buy euro using the dollar. Okay, but locally is to do that, unless maybe you just go to US, you just go that, but you can just do that online over here, and it's just going to be interesting. Okay, I hope you're nice ifiki huku. Acha kuwasha sufuria. Yeah, so that's how you just do that. So the FXPesa is just an intermediate, something that's just going to be helping you on the middle over here. Now, this is just a broker. Now, what you just do over here is that FXPesa will just provide you with everything that we just mentioned over there. Commodities, stock, foreign currencies. It can just help you to trade all those things I have mentioned above in the list. Now, all you just have to do over here is to deposit your money. So first of all, you have your money here. Assume this is M-Pesa. You just deposit. So we call deposit over here. The FXPesa will just convert your money into dollars, and then after this, then you just be having your money into FXPesa account. So the next thing that you just be doing over here is actually to connect this FXPesa with a trading platform. A trading platform over here, we can have something like MT4. On FXPesa, you can trade like MT4, MT5, you know, FXPesa Trader or Equity. So different platforms have different things. Kuna zenye brokers zenye zinaweza kuallow you connect you trading view. Kuna na kama inakullow to use trading view, sometimes it cannot allow you to use MT4 or MT5, and that is different. Now we have those things. Now after depositing your money, it reflects to FXPesa. FXPesa is connected to either of these, and that's why I told you to open an FXPesa account to get approved, and then you can trade to this platform. After you trade using this platform, then the next thing that you actually do, anytime you just get a profit, then you the money, you know, if you get a profit over here using the MT4, it's the same. The money will just be reflecting to the FXPesa over here. If your balance is $10 here, your balance is $10 here. Okay, if you get a profit of plus $10 here, it get 20 here, also be plus 10. So that means anytime you get a profit, you can withdraw again to here. Okay, so you cannot use MT4 or MT5 to withdraw, but you can use what? FXPesa to withdraw. So what you do, so you have seen the role of FXPesa. It is just to help you deposit, withdraw, provide you with the currencies, provide you also with something we call the leverage in the market. We'll just discuss that later, but you will just be understanding that. So that is a simple things about the forex trading over here. If you know how to deposit to the FXPesa, that is the one process that you have learned about the forex trading. If you understand how to use the FXPesa site, like you just go to the Chrome deposit, you understand how to withdraw and deposit from FXPesa, that is another step that you have learned over there. If you went so further and you connected your FXPesa to MT4 or MT5, that is another process. Now you have a complete system for trading, and a complete system for trading is where you have linked your number to the FXPesa, and then you have linked your FXPesa to these trading platforms over here. Now this is where now we have what we call a system. So this is a system of trading, because now everything is so efficient over here. If you want to deposit and trade at the same time and then withdraw instantly, then you can just do that. Okay, so it's just system, because you know, if you wanted to deposit to FXPesa is fast and withdraw is fast. So if you just do that, you have now a good system to trade. Now where the problem comes is over here. Yes, you have understood how to deposit and withdraw. You have linked your FXPesa over here. Now, the first thing that you have to do as a beginner. That's why you have to understand this. I said you have to understand how to deposit and withdraw. That is step 1. You have to understand how FXPesa works, so that anytime you want to either reset the demo account, either get something on the FXPesa application or website, then you have to understand how FXPesa works. Okay, so that is the step 1 you have to do. The next step you have to understand is to use these trending things. What are these tools that we get on the MT5? These tools that we get on MT5, FXPesa Trader, Equity, MT4, MT5. Do you really know how to use the MT5? Ama tu unaenda unatumia ovyo. So that is the first thing that you just do. So as a person who is trading over there, you not go to search what is signal, how to analyze the market if you don't know the basics, so that everything can just be easy. So what you have to do is to understand this system, how this system works, so that you can implement your things. So I know majority of you know us how to FXPesa work, how to deposit and withdraw, but most of you may not know how MT5 or MT4 work. So the next thing they're just going to do over here is to know how MT5 works. So know how MT5 works, okay? So there's how MT5 work, where you can get the history, where you can just get indicators, how you can all those tools. They are what we call, so on this platform, this is how we call, you can learn how to use trading instrument. Trading instruments are the ones, trading instruments over here. Okay, this is why you just get trading instrument. Are you able to put indicator using MT5? Are you able to analyze the market over that? So that is what you have to understand. After understanding that system, now that is where we start now this game over here, where we call now you expand on this. So this is where we do a lot of work. Okay, now after knowing how this system work of it, now this is where you put a lot of work. Why MT5, MT4, or this one? After knowing all those things work, now we come with something we call, what we call at least concept of trading system, how you going to trade for your own now. Okay, now you have now to understand what we call the trading concept. Okay, concept here is not even a strategy. Concept is not a strategy over here. Concept is understanding something like how to, for example, remember how you started with something like Euro USD, you know, something Euro USD, mastering all those gold, mastering stock market and all that. So now this is where we come with other things now to understand. Okay, what we call something like Euro USD. Yes, you have this pair, and then you have something like Euro USD. Do you know, after, because okay, if you actually know how to use MT4, MT5, if you know how to use MT4, MT5, then you just be having those things that we call like 0.9. you see something like this, so because you have already known what is MT4, MT5, now you actually be knowing what it is, and that is where it takes us to the next steps, how to know how to count what we call pips. Know how to count something like pips. So this is not the strategy yet. We have not gone to the strategy. We have not yet started strategy. So hatujaanza strategy bando. So you know, this is where now the concept, this is just the concept. You have not started mastering the strategy. Hatujaanza kujua how to analyze the market. No, this is just the basics as a beginner that you have to learn. Understand like something like how to count these pips. You have learned how to count pips. You have learned how to count point. You have learned what it is. If the market moves here to here, you know how to calculate those points. You have to know how those movement. Your movement imetoka hapo ikaenda hapo. So how much is those pips, the distance, and how to calculate all that. So that is the concept. You can understand something we call the bid ask price. You can understand about the spread. Okay, so that is not even something, because the spread imekwanga imeandikwa hapo for the most of the platform, but those are the concepts you just have to understand over there. Now The next thing, after understanding all these pips, point, and things, now you will be able to know how the market moves now. Okay, the next thing that you just be understanding over here, the next one is what we call the fundamental. You have to go to the fundamentals. This is just a concept I'm just giving you over here. You have to go to something we call fundamentals. Now, fundamentals over here, you have hand news affecting the market, news you own, and news and news and news. Now, this is where we have the next thing now, what we call the fundamentals. Okay, so I hope everyone can just I'm just going to make this simple so that you can just understand. So on the fundamentals, okay, we have something we call fundamental news. We have something like politics affecting the currency. Fundamentals actually combine between politics and news. Some of you may be asking, what is politics not news? Somehow when we talk about this, fundamental news is just different. Okay, because politics, someone can just stand, or maybe something can happen, either a war or something just like that. On the news, when we talk about the news, is when there are policies that are implemented by either the central bank of that nation and all that. That is when we talk about the news. But on the politics, that is when we hear something like maybe a bomb, or maybe something has been has happened. So those are politics things. And when you talk about the news, then you just have to understand that. The reason I said you have to start with the own currency. For example, you have standard US dollar. Okay, that is the, by the way, you have even to start with dollar, because that is the one that moves the market so much. You have understood much about the dollar. You have to know the politics that drives the dollar, and you have to know the news that can actually affect the dollar over there. So those are the things that you have to know there. So the fundamentals, so many people don't like fundamentals because somehow they confuse some people. But if you're a beginner, you'll be over there to learn about the fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis combined between politics and the news. What are these news that are over there? Now, when you talk about the news, for example, let me just give you an example. Okay, on the news side, assume now there is on the US the employment rate. I know there's a lot of things over here, but I hope maybe you are writing some note as I'm going. We have, for example, like employment rate. Assume now there's employment, and the employment has been printed. Assume now we are in the 15th, and when you just go to the US dollar over there on the calendar, you see that the employment was maybe increased from 250,000 to this here. It has increased to 500K. So what do you expect to happen? What is that? Hey. So what do you expect to happen to the dollar? So what do you expect to happen to the dollar over here is to strengthen, because people have gotten job so much over here. Now, when you go to the calendar and see that, then you know that the dollar is strengthening. So those are the kind of things. Here on the news, we talk about either strength or weakening or strengthening the currency. Your kitu inaweza happen to any currency you just trend over there. So it's about strength or weakening. There are policies that can affect that. That's why you have to be studying a currency out. So you have a lot of things to learn over here. I'm just giving you a summary. So if you can start from zero, it's just going to take as many days over here. But that is the fundamentals. Fundamentals are very important. I hope maybe you can just master that one on the fundamentals. Then after mastering fundamentals over here, okay, I'm going to give you another summary, final one, before, so that you can link everything that I've talked about over here. Now we have B. You have to learn about technical analysis. Now the reason we come over here to learn about technical analysis ikiwa ya mwisho is because some people actually they have started learning about technical analysis without skipping all those steps that I've just showed you. You don't have to skip those points. You don't have to skip those things, because if you skip to know how trending view works, if you skip to know how MT5 works, if you skip to know how to calculate pips and point, then technical analysis is just going to give you a headache when you're just doing it. But if you learn how to calculate point, if you learn how to count point, if you learn all those things, then when it comes to technical analysis, it is just going to be very simple for you. So when you talk about the technical analysis, it's another simple thing over here. So you have a lot of things to learn. So when you talk about the technical analysis, we are talking about, kuna hiyo course nimefunza about technical analysis full ni 1 hour, so you can just go through that. I'll just give you an overview of this. So when we talk about the technical analysis, we are talking about where the market is actually, you can weigh the direction of the market based on the previous pale ilikuwa. For example, we have something like where the market moves in this direction. Some people assume the market moves in a certain direction. Okay, for example, ukikuja unachora hii line, for example hapa unaona like the market is actually trying maybe to touch this point over here. So this technical analysis, and what you will do, for example, this is a trend line. Unajua true, I'm just giving you an example. You know the price was here, and it has touched this line again, and it has touched this line again, and when it touches this one, you draw this line, you know the market is going to bump this one. So that's how you do the technical analysis. Technical analysis are based on the previous result that was printed. You know, for example, you can see something moving this way, moving this way. So what do you know about this one? You know that the price is actually trending upward. Hii kitu inaenda juu. So all you just be doing is, because hii kitu kama inaenda juu, your buys or most of your trends will just be buying point. Kwa nini? Because this price is moving up. So this how you analyze the market to know all those things. Now, and that is where it takes us to the last things that is going to be helping us over here. And our last thing that you actually come up with that is going to help you over here is what is called a trading plan. So the trading plan is now how you plan your trade now. The trading plans, for example, here you can have a strategy. A strategy is how you can approach the market. Vile unaweza approach the market. How do you approach the market? How do you trade? All those things. For example, there is someone who approach the market. Let me just show you something here. Let me go here. Okay. Now this is now where you have something like strategy. A strategy is the one of the trading plans that you just be, how you plan your trade, how do you approach the market. All those things are now the final things that you just do. For example, when you just go to trade, ukienda kutrend kwa market, how do you approach the market? Una combine hizo vitu zote, you know everything in the market. Now you have technical fundamental analysis, you have news, you know how to count these things, you know how MT4 MT5 and trading view works, you know how to use different instruments. If you know to use all those instruments and indicators, then coming up with a trending plan is just very easy. And that's why so many people skip all those processes, and then they want a strategy. You cannot come up with a strategy because you don't know how to use. For example, I can just give you my strategy, and maybe I'm using some indicators, I'm using some trading instrument or technical analysis instrument that you don't know. So if you skip all that, then when it comes to strategy, even I will just give you that, then it's just going to be an headache to you because you don't know all those things. So but if you follow all those processes over there, but when it comes to strategy and developing your own strategy, then everything is just going to be simple over here because you just copy, you know how to use all those things. So you come with your own strategy for analyzing the market and trading. So these are how you analyze the market. And when it comes to strategy over here, it will just combine everything. Strategy of trading, it will just combine between fundamental analysis, technical analysis over here. Okay, after now learning over here, we have the last thing that you learn, which is risk management. How do you make these things? Yes, you can learn everything about the market. You can trade so well. You are a good trader. You have developed a nice system for trading. You have done all those things and you have money on your account. But having money on your account does not mean you are going to trade. Yes, you can have all those things. So what you are going to do is to learn risk management. Risk management means that you're going to be learning how to manage your money that you have on your account. The money that you just have on your account. Okay, ile pesa uko nayo kwa account, you have placed your $100 over there. Now you have to learn the risk management, and this is one that will just be helping you so much. And you cannot understand this, you can't, you know, if you attended the last class that we had on Thursday, I'm very sure if you don't know how to count pips, if you don't know how to do all those things that we have discussed over there, analysis, if you don't know the technical analysis, if you don't know fundamental analysis, if you don't know how to count pips, if you don't know those pairs, then you cannot do risk management. You cannot. So that's why I have written it to be the last, because you have to know all those things before learning risk management. So let me now do a brief of what I've done here so that you can just understand as I wind up this one. Just note of this. Kama hukuandika, now you can. This is a brief. There's a brief of everything. Yeah. Okay. So we started saying that to define, tulianza hapa tukaanza kudefine about the forex trading, but tukasema before we talk about the forex trading, we have to talk about why forex trading. And we said we have 3 months of trading, which is binary trading, forex trading, and the crypto trading. And there's other forex type of trading that I don't want to mention here, but it's not good. It's just something like a scam. And we talk about the forex trading. We defined it and saying it's just trading of foreign currencies, and not only foreign currencies. Since you can trade different things over here, we said you can trade foreign currencies as well. When we talk about the forex trading, you can trade commodities, which includes oils, includes precious metals like gold, silver. You can trade indices. You see indices there. You can trade stock market, stock. So you have to understand all those things that you can actually trade over there. Okay. Now we went over further and discussed the system after understanding those things that you can just trade over the market, and we actually came up with this system that we called it a system. A system is how these things are linked on this market. We said we have M-Pesa, we have FXPesa, and we have this trading system over here, which we have a MT4, MT5 equity of FXPesa trader if you are FXPesa user. So you have this system, and we said you have to know how to deposit, withdraw, how FXPesa works, so that you can just understand. Maybe if you are using demo account, how to solve different issues. You have to know all those things, buttons that are there. You have to know to use them, also the equity app and others. We said that you have to know how to link between FXPesa and MT4. After you have linked them, then MT5, MT4, you have to know how they work. And that is why we came with something and saying that is why we have a very critical point to know, because on MT4, MT5, that is where you learn. That is where you learn what? The concept. That is when we come to the concept before knowing this. But we said even before learning concept, you have to learn how MT4 works, how MT5 works, all this, so that you can learn those instruments. We call this instrument like indicators. We have trend lines. We have all those lines. You can just learn them, how they operate. And we say now the next thing that is just going to be learning is what we call the concept. A concept is actually what we call like now you get deeper. This is just a journey of getting deep every time. So you go to learn the like something like Euro USD. How do you calculate something we call pips? How do you calculate point? Okay, how do you do all those things? Okay, and remember, you can also learn something like using different lot sizes. Now this is different, and it comes from the leverage, so you can just be learning. So if actually you can learn all this, then you can watch something like the video I created about the leverage. It's just going to be very easy for you. But I hope now you can learn about the concept now, where you just learn all these like pips and point. You know how to calculate those movement. If the market move from this point to that point, how much is that, how pips and all that. And now we saying, now after learning all those things, point, pips, how to calculate, how to use different instrument, then we come to something we called fundamental analysis. And fundamental analysis, we saying we have something like politics. It comprises of politics and news. So when you talk about the politics over here, we saying is something that can happen on the politics. Sometimes a politician can just stand, let's assume on the US, like Biden can stand and speak something that is going to drive the dollar actually to lose value. Okay, and that is what we call politics. So you have to be following politics, because they're just going to be affecting the dollar. When it comes to news, is the policies and decisions actually the central banks takes against or towards the currency, either to strengthen or maybe to control something. So that is the other thing that we just have to learn over there. Okay, and we gave an example of employment, where employment can actually come either from 250 to 500, and that is news. And we saw that if the employment actually increases in a country, then it means it is just going to that is strengthening the equivalent currency, for example that of US dollar. And actually something I didn't mention over here, after maybe knowing that, then you have to know if actually it is it made the US dollar to strengthen, like we have Euro USD. Okay, so if dollar strengthened because of employment, what is going to happen to the Euro USD? Are we going to be having the market going down or going up? Are you going to enter and buy or sell? Okay, and there's something also I'm going to mention over there. Okay, and then we saying you have to learn about the technical analysis. You have to learn about the technical analysis over here. You have to learn about the technical analysis. Technical analysis, we saying that is where you see the market, the previous, it's just where you see the data is printed over there. You can just go even 5 years back, and you can see where the market was, how certain pair has just been doing. Okay, as the dollar been strengthening in the last 20 years or something like that, and in the last 1 month, as what has dollar been doing. And then maybe you can just do the trend, or do an analysis to just help you to know if the trend is just going to be ending. So that is technical analysis. You use technical instrument indicators to identify the market. But I'm going to train that will combine between fundamental analysis and the technical analysis. And the last thing we saying, you have to learn about the trading. You must have a trading plan, and you have to have a strategy where you have to analyze the market. And that's why you saying combine fundamental analysis and technical analysis, and that's where you come with a strategy, your own strategy. Okay, and the last thing we said about the risk management. Yes, you have deposited money over there, you have your money. How are you going to manage that amount of money? How are you going to do with that amount of money? And that is the last thing that actually we discussed right over here about the risk management. So if you actually learn from how I've just mentioned from the start to the end, then everything is just going to be very simple for you over here. Now, the other thing that you have to learn is those terms. Okay, make sure at least say you have to learn these terms. When you talk about long, we talk about something like buy. When you talk about short, we talk about sell. What are these pips? Those are the ones that you have to be learning. Those are forex trading terms. When you hear about signal, what is the meaning of signal, you can just understand these terms, and maybe when I mention them, and when anyone mentions them, then you can just be understanding their meaning. Yeah, so I think that is just a summary. You can see we have a lot of things to learn, because I've just given you the summary, and it's already 1 hour imeisha, and you can see you have a lot of things, but I hope that has been of help to you, because it will just be helping you to do your technical to analyze the market, to know what to learn in the market, so that you cannot enter into the forex trading blindly. So hiyo itakusaidia sana when you are learning. Yeah, so anytime you are learning this, it's just going to be very easy for you. That's just a brief one. We'll just be coming with another class if people cooperate, so that we can just have deeper on this thing, so we can just be going at least one by one. If it is MT4, MT5, we can just go through that. If it's counting of pips, then we can just go through that and all those things. It's just going to be very easy for everyone. Okay, I know it's already late. Thank you for those who joined the class. I hope maybe you have written some note. And now there's a playlist I created on the videos over there. You can just go through that. And now if I talk about risk money, as long you follow that path, just follow from start to the end, follow those trending plan, hizo block nimechora hapo, so that you know what to learn. And ukivuka moja, then you know that utakuwa umekosea njia, utakuwa unaenda usome kitu utaelewa. Okay, so thank you for those who joined today. I want to end it from there. Let's meet on Thursday. We're just going to be having another class for everyone. I just created this for the people who actually joined lately this group. I've done so many classes for the beginners here. So have a good night, and see you on Thursday.